What's happening, folks? Welcome back to Celtic Fans TV here from Dingwall, where it finished Ross County 0, Celtic 3. I've got Darren with me to go over it. Darren, an important 3 points again away from home. What did you make it at the start of the game? A lot of changes to the team. We've seen Bernardo come in, Yang started, got his chance up front as well. What did you make it?
Well, I think we knew looking at the lineup that Rodgers has definitely got one eye on Wednesday, so you know I kind of had the feeling coming here that we weren't going to blow Ross County away, but you still expect to come here and put on a good show against a team that are struggling, even despite having a few non-first team players starting. I think the game just kind of started as it was, mostly just possession based, Celtic keeping the ball, just trying to pick the bones at the Ross County defence. I think we got an early goal and it was a bit harshly chopped off. That kind of maybe like put us on to go on and get that first kind of thumping that we've not had this season. But I think the red card for me, it changed the game, and it might sound a bit strange, but maybe not in the better way. It kind of took any like ambition that Ross County had that they could maybe make a match of it, so it kind of just turned into like a full 90 minutes of defence against attack, trying to break them down. And realistically, sitting there in the stands, it was pretty boring at times, which is fine because we know that if we prod away, we are going to eventually get the lead. And I think the goal came probably at the right time to score right on 45 minutes. That kind of settled the crowd's nerves. Even coming back out, the second half was still a bit boring, a bit flat. Ross County did defend well, I think. Even like to give them a bit of credit. I know that they had no intention of playing a match and they just wanted to defend, but they did well, to be fair, to not let it be a cricket score. And I think even just you saw from the subs coming on more the first team players, Celtics did start the levels did go up. And that last 15 minutes was kind of the Celtic that we're used to seeing, and eventually went on to comfortably win 3-0.
As you say, the red card comes really early in the game. It's up the other end from us, so it's hard to see at the time. We have seen a clip just before we came on here. We've seen a clip of it. It's a definite red card. I think the referee's seen it live. He's given a yellow, sent to the monitor, David Monroe, and it changes to a red card. No doubt about it. I think it's studs quite high up Yang's leg. I think the referee had a poor afternoon, afternoon.
Yep.
That is a red card. He judges it as yellow. I think there's a few strange decisions in terms of drop balls, and one in the second half where Palma takes a free kick and it hits the Ross County defender in the face, falls to a Celtic player, he stops it and gives uncontested possession back to Ross County. A few really, really strange decisions. Anyway, for us, get the goal right in half time, another great strike for David Turnbull from distance. That is his big asset, isn't it? He scored a great long range goal during the week. Another one today, but just when you come out the second half, we didn't quite have that momentum to go and kill the game, did we?
No, not really, and not for lack of trying. I think the effort was there for the team, but it's kind of going back to what I said. It was almost like a back eight at times for Ross County, and almost in terms of trying to play through them, we were trying to just play around them and tire them out. It was kind of more possession around the edge of the box, trying to work it out wide, create a chance, but they've got three big centre backs there, so any time we did put a ball into the box, it just get cleared away. Like, that's when I'd imagine if Owen ever started that game, we'd be sitting here probably saying that's a game for him. But it wasn't really like that, and I feel kind of bad for all the day. He got that goal, which I think it was a contentious offside, and then me and you were saying during the game, probably stuff that cameras didn't pick up on, when he missed his chances, he just looked so frustrated. He looked absolutely fuming that he didn't take his chances. He probably should have scored, but I think it was just one of those games for him where we could still be playing. He wouldn't have scored.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll see this watching at home, but there's a few times where the ball's in the crowd and it's not come back in, and O's demanding it. He was so desperate to score, and to be fair to him, he put in a ton of work. I think the offside, again, seeing it live, you don't know, you only see it once. Seeing the still back, it's very, very close. It looks in line to me. The thing that stands out from the picture is that the ball's already left Bernardo's foot when they've drawn the lines. I think that is, for VAR to rule that out, I don't think that's what offside is. I don't think that's what football is, to be drawn lines like that. They look in line to me. The feet are in line. It's very, very marginal on the shoulder or the back at Dyson Maeda. And as I say, it doesn't look correct because the ball's already left Bernardo's foot on the still that I've seen. Whether that is what the judgment was made on or not, I don't know. Need to see it back later. But we did get more momentum later in the second half. We made the changes. Kyogo came on, Palma and Home as well, and Lewis Palma really changed the game. Brought us much needed. I think pace to the game, but also cutting edge. He scores a brilliant long range goal, and then he puts a deep cross to the back post on Forrest's head. He was brilliant, wasn't he?
Well, that's how many crackers has he scored now? I think every Celtic goal he scored has been from outside the box, if I'm not mistaken. So we know he's the type of guy that's got a goal in him. Guys like Yang, I don't think he's scored a goal or an assist this season. So that's the kind of thing that you need a winger to do. So he's coming away there, he's played 50 minutes, he's got a goal and an assist. That's the kind of things you need from your wingers who are starting a game. I'm not going to criticise Dazza Maeda because he's more of just a workhorse who can, we know his end product maybe isn't as good, but you get other things in the game out of him. So when you've got Lewis Palma, who's maybe doesn't work as hard or is not as quick, you need that end product. What you see is when he gets the ball in the byline, it just looks very composed. What he always does is he gets to the byline and it always faces the defender. When you've got other wingers or fullbacks, they're either facing back the way or they're facing down the touchline, either try to get a cross or get a pass away. He's looking at the fullback, either try to get either side of him. Most times he cuts inside and has a shot. A lot of times it maybe just goes into Rose Ed or whatever, but that's fine. You can keep trying and he will always keep scoring.
Aye, we had more chances as well. O's got a great chance from I think a lost save from Kyogo. It comes to O and you think he's going to bury it, but as I say, it just didn't happen for him today. Yang, what did you make of him? I think he did get one assist at Pataudry, by the way, but you're right. I think the end product is just the thing that's lacking. He is a trier. He impacted the game really well on Wednesday, got his start today, but maybe didn't quite happen for him this afternoon.
I think the guys have said in this channel before, a bit erratic at times. Maybe just that kind of decision making lets him down because I mean he's not quick but he has got fast feet and it does like to take players on. What I've noticed a lot is he tries to get to the byline and maybe even like different days, maybe last season you would have Kyogo there in the 6-yard box. It's a bit different now, so maybe he looks up and he sees he's got nothing there. Like, a few times a day he got to the byline instead of trying to cross it in. He had a shot a few times. But I think what he did do was he won us a lot of fouls today, which I mean we didn't make in from the free kicks, but it's maybe like in Europe or something like that. He's not going to play in Europe, obviously. Maeda and Palma are obviously going to start that game, but he does win a lot of fouls, which can get you goals. Not the day, it's not really going to impact a game like that today, but bigger games, if he does come on, just do things like that, wee bits to help the team. Might not be assisting, might not be scoring, but it can still help the team in other ways.
Aye, absolutely. Just overall, what do you make of the team's performance level just now? I think obviously struggled last weekend at Easter Road and then got there in the end during the week. 3-0 today. Where do you think the performances are at just now in terms of...
It's difficult, mate, because we spoke after the Atletico Madrid game and talked about how we keep getting better, and that's probably the best I've seen Celtic play this season, Atletico Madrid. But now we're entering the fixtures where you're playing Saturday, Wednesday, and it can always be hard to maintain that kind of like intensity, aye. So, like for the St Mirren game, for example, we were lacking that intensity. The Hibs game, I thought we looked like we had a bit of a European hangover, which I don't blame the team at all for because they put in so much effort at Atletico Madrid. The main thing is, like, I think if we get one or two more injuries, especially key players, say McGregor or Kyogo, Carter Vickers as well, he's got this knee problem that we don't know about. Some people saying that he can only play one game a week now. So if he's playing on Saturday, it needs to be fit for Wednesday, because if he's not fit for Wednesday going to Atletico Madrid, we could be in serious trouble. So I think, like I said, we showed against Atletico that they are capable of playing similar to the intensity of last season, and even when Rodgers was here first. We're not seeing it. It's the consistency I think that's missing just now. Yeah.
Can you pick a standout today and they stand out for man of the match?
It's Palma, mate. It's
same as during the weekend. O comes on for 15 minutes, man of the match. Palma on for 15-20 minutes
I think
today.
It's just that somebody that can bring a bit of life to a game when the game's a bit stale and a bit flat, and he definitely done that. A goal and an assist, easy decision. Unfortunately, naturally you want to pick somebody who's played 90 minutes and controlled the game for the whole time. Celtic never done that today, but Palma obviously made a big difference when he came on.
One last thing, looking ahead to Tuesday against Atletico Madrid, obviously really tough game away from home. No Hatate, Bernardo got the start in that position today. I thought home, you can tell his quality every time he comes on. I think he's got really good awareness, receives the ball really well. Who do you think Brendan Rodgers will go with? Because I think you expect to go back to full strength, or close to it on Tuesday obviously, but I think that's the one area of the team that there's a question mark over, because nobody's really staked their claim to replace Hatate. Who do you think it will be?
Well, Matt O'Reilly never played today, so he was benched. He was on the bench, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So he's obviously going to play on Wednesday, so it's one of three, and it's Turnbull,
Bernardo
or Home.
Iwata maybe, case for Iwata?
I doubt it, mate, because has he even got off the bench the last few games?
He came on today late on.
So he did. I don't think Rodgers will throw him into that when he's not started. I think he's going to pick Turnbull, just going off the basis that he started the last few games. Bernardo, I thought Bernardo played well against Atletico a few weeks ago when he came on for Hatate 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
But one thing, he looked absolutely gassed after 60 minutes. So the main thing is try to get. They're going to be doing a hell of a lot of running on Tuesday. But saying that, David Turnbull's, he's not much a runner either, but he's obviously got match fitness. I don't know, mate. I wouldn't like to be in the manager's shoes. He's got to pick someday. We would all like it to be Hatate, but unfortunately injuries happen, mate. Yeah.
Be interesting to see who gets that slot on Tuesday. There you go. That's it for full-time reaction. Like this video, comment with your own thoughts below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We will see you on Monday for the build-up to that trip to Madrid on Tuesday. Thank you.